Hi, so this video, journal number 4, was supposed to talk about the role of radio in politics. So I listened to two different radio stations. I tried to get two that were like contrasting a little bit, and so I listened to Fox News Talk, and I also listened to Red State Talk Radio. So obviously, Red State Talk Radio was very like right wing conservative, and um, Fox News Talk didn't really give their position, and I know they're, from what I understand, typically right wing, but this one was, the show I listened to was definitely for Obama. They didn't have a lot of nice things to say about Mitt Romney. So basically on Fox News Talk, what they were talking about the debate and how Romney was a liar because he continually was changing his story and saying how, and he was saying how Romney flat out said I was completely wrong in different senses of what he had been talking about with like the 47% of, I don't remember if it was jobs or what he was actually talking about, but the basic general gist of what I got was they were saying, like, can you actually believe what Romney was saying? And they were saying even though that they can't believe Romney, or he can't believe anything that Romney says, he believes that Romney was the one who won the debate because Obama wasn't taking any of his points and really elaborating on his lies. He just kind of let him go and didn't really call him out basically on anything, any discrepancies that he had in his stories. So Fox, like I said before, Fox News Talk, they didn't really, the guy's name was Alan that talked for this show, and it was the day after the debate, so there was a lot of debate talk, and he was definitely for Obama, calling Romney a liar and saying that he was wishy-washy and basically just saying that Obama, and he did say that Obama didn't do a good job in the debate, but he never came out and said like I hate Romney or I hate Obama. It was just that he didn't feel like Obama did a good job, and that Mitt Romney was the better candidate in the debate. They also, I found this interesting that he didn't really, he kind of did offer a few solutions when people would call in. When people would call in, they would ask questions about the debate or what he felt. He would give his personal viewpoints on what was going on. For example, he would say how he felt that Obama lost the first debate and how he felt that Obama will win the next debate with Romney, and he needs to start saying things that to help him in order to win the next debate and start calling out Romney on all his falsehoods. So he definitely gave his opinion. This one, this news radio didn't really, or talk radio didn't really discuss specific issues. It just kind of talked about the actual debate itself and things that were said in the debate, and they played clips from the debate and show to prove his points about how Romney was changing his story and how Obama really didn't use Romney's falsehoods to call him out on his falsehoods or whatever. And then the Red State Talk Radio is obviously very right-wing conservative, and it was talking about how this actually didn't even have to do with the United States. It was how the Dutch came over to Morocco on a ship to help with abortions because there are 600 to 800 abortions done a day in Morocco, and only 1/4 are done by doctors. So there was an abortion ship that came over to Morocco that was actually blocked by the Moroccan government, saying they weren't allowed to come into their ports because abortion is illegal in Morocco, and you can be punished up to 20 years in prison for having an abortion. And this group was basically just coming there to help raise awareness about abortions, and it would carry out abortions on this ship safely, so that these women wouldn't have to get this procedure done illegally and unsafely and possibly cost them their lives. And the guy that was talking on this was very open about his views on abortion. He was saying that his big thing was he kept reiterating killing babies, these women are made to kill babies, and he was kind of had a sarcastic tone with it, and that he felt that these women using this abortion pill was the worst thing that a woman could do. And he kept saying how women were created to kill babies rather than create babies, which is obviously his personal view. So abortion was the only thing he talked about. I listened to him for 30 minutes, and all he talked about was abortion and this abortion ship and how wrong he felt abortion was. And he actually said that he felt when he was younger that abortion was okay, but as he grew up and became more educated, that it became something that was very wrong and that shouldn't be done. Obviously, the political viewpoint of that was that he was very conservative and that abortion shouldn't be legal in anywhere, and he related it to the United States, saying that we shouldn't be allowed to have abortions, and it's not a woman's right to kill a baby, is basically what he was saying. And I feel that with talk radio now, this allows people to say whatever they want. I felt that the first news radio I listened to was very they had callers call in, so it had more of both sides. It kind of played both sides. It was obviously more for Obama, but people could call in and say what they wanted to say, and these people could have debates back and forth. But the second talk radio was all this, just this guy talking, and it was very conservative, and he was saying whatever he wanted. He was calling women all these sorts of names, and whether you agree with abortion or not, I just felt that he was very offensive towards women in general. So that kind of turned me off to it a little bit, and he really didn't play both sides. It was all the conservative, which was to be expected because it was Red State Talk Radio. So I really didn't expect anything different. I thought it was just going to be all conservative, which it was, so I was right about that. But it definitely says that these people can talk about and say whatever they want on the radio, and it's freedom of speech, so they can get a point that across their opinions, and it's their opinion, so they can say whatever they want, and that's why they have these different radio stations, so that these viewers can go listen to what they want to hear, or what sides they want to listen to. Because if you are a right-wing conservative, then maybe Red Talk radio station is something that you want to listen to and that you want to call in and talk about, maybe, because that's your personal views. But I can't say that a very liberal person would want to turn this on and listen to it, because it isn't what they believe, and they may feel offended by these people's views. But our culture basically now is that we can say whatever we want on television, radio, internet, and it's kind of it's all allowed, and there's nothing wrong with that. I found both times that the hosts really didn't offer any solutions. They kind of just the first guy kind of played devil's advocate and would go back and forth with the callers that called in, but like I said, the second radio station I listened to didn't have any callers. It was just this guy talking on a monologue the entire time. And he didn't really offer any solutions. He was just condescending the entire time and didn't really have anything to offer in sense of a way to fix it. Just saying, well, this is wrong, so we shouldn't be able to do it. and women shouldn't have this right. And so they really didn't offer any really help to any situation or give the candidate their, like, what they felt that they should do. They just said, well, this is wrong and you shouldn't be allowed to do it. Both of them, the second one definitely came out and gave their viewpoint and stuck to it the entire time, whereas the first one was more like a wishy-washy, not really sure, like, which, like, you could, like, he would agree with Romney on some things, but bashed Romney on other things. And the same with Obama. Like, he doesn't think Obama's a great president, but doesn't want Romney to be president. So that was more in the middle, and I think that I agree with that a little bit more so than the other one, where it was consistent bashing of one side's beliefs. I think I prefer where you can go back and forth and discuss both sides of the issue rather than sticking to one side of the issue. So if I had to pick, I would definitely pick Fox News Talk, because that would allow us more so to go back and forth and discuss these issues rather than just hear one side. And quite frankly, it was like a really negative guy just talking about this for the whole time. So I didn't really appreciate it, but someone who is very right-wing conservative may enjoy that. But it's just not my personal viewpoints, and so maybe if someone else listened to it, they would feel differently.